Hey, good Monday morning. Yeah, it's a foggy morning here in Ritchie County, West Virginia. Kind of reminds me of Garrett County this morning, the way it feels. And yeah, it's kind of cool. But anyway, it feels pretty good, especially for August the 2nd. So today I want to talk about the Goliath that you're facing in your life. And this past weekend, we were driving through a town, and I saw a sign that said, for every Goliath, there is a stone. For every Goliath, there is a stone. And that spoke to me. That spoke to me because so many of us are dealing with something, maybe it's not huge or big, but still it makes an impact on our lives. It impacts our sleeping, it impacts our interactions with others, it impacts our mental and emotional and spiritual health. And so I began to think about the Goliath that many people are facing today. Some of you watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You know how difficult life can be. It could be a sudden medical diagnosis. And if for you, that's a Goliath because that was something that impacts you and your family, maybe even your livelihood. A family member struggling with addiction could be a Goliath. A deep grief over loss of a friend or a family member. And, again, everybody's impacted by grief. But for some of us, it could be a difficult time, even if that death has been years and years and years ago, or just within the last day or two. Grief is something that can impact us, not just short term, but it could be long term. So, what else is there? Marital troubles or relationship problems. That could be a Goliath for you or for somebody that you know. Depression gripping your household. That could be another one. Maybe it's a slow recovery from a recent surgery and you feel so depressed and upset because you're not moving along as fast as you thought you would. But again, for every Goliath, there is a stone. It could be worry, could be hate, it could be loneliness. All these things could be a Goliath. Maybe there's something else that you're struggling with or facing. In 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 37, David is sent by his father to take supplies to his brothers who were fighting with Saul. And while he's there delivering these items, he hears this loud voice echoing from down below. And it's a voice of challenge, challenging the people, the army of Israel, to send down a man to fight. Goliath, the giant, was ready to bring victory to the Philistines. But you know what? David, the boy, just a young kid, heard this. Now he tended the flock of his father. He was a shepherd. And so when David tells his brothers and Saul that he's willing to go and fight, in 1 Samuel 17, verse 37, he says the following word: "The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of the Philistine." And David is speaking out of faith. Now you have all these professional soldiers. You have all these men who are hiding behind the walls of this mountain, this hill that they're standing upon. But yet David, the boy, his faith in God is so much stronger because he knows what God has done for him in the past. And he understands that there is nothing that God can't do. And David says to the king that the Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion, from the paw of the bear, will rescue me from the hand of the Philistine. For every Goliath, there is a stone. And so I hope and pray that whatever you're facing today, whatever your challenge may be before you, not only today, but this week, give it to God. Pray about it. have others pray for you or with you. Our prayer team's going to be praying for prayer requests. We've received several over the weekend. And you know what? Every time I see a prayer request that comes into my inbox or private message, I say, for every Goliath, there is a stone. Yeah, God who hears our prayers, God who heard the prayers of David, God who was with David on that battlefield, is with us in whatever battle we're facing today. Hey, this is Pastor Bill from St. Luke's United Methodist Church, Harrisville, West Virginia, Ritchie County, West Virginia. Wherever you are, I hope you're happy, hope you're healthy, and I hope you're safe. And if you're going to be out and about, make sure you turn your headlights on. It's foggy. Have a great day, everyone. God bless.